Okay, so my mum was originally born and brought up in Lancaster. My grandparents are from Lancaster. I was brought up in Manchester, and we were brought back as children to Lancaster. And from the age of 11, I've always lived around Lancaster. I love Lancaster. It runs through my whole body. It does Lancaster. I love the whole vibrancy of Lancaster. So when the opportunity of this workshop came up, I grabbed it with both hands. I was finding was that my home work-life balance was merging into one, so I never got that break when I was working from home. When the workshop came up here, it was just a perfect opportunity, and now I get a chance to do what I love every day, but I can also shut the door and I have time for my family. Okay, so the Tinbox was, initially when I started 6 years ago, I was working from a little caravan, a little vintage caravan in the garden, and we sort of stripped it out and put all the machinery in there. And the Angel is, so that's my Tinbox. The Angel is a sewing machine that my mum left me when she passed away 12 years ago, and that's sort of her legacy to me really, so I feel like I'm standing in her footsteps. Before that, I was a stay-at-home mum. I was a stay-at-home mum for over 10 years, and this is why I started, I really wanted a hobby, so this is where it started, and it just really took off. But it allowed me, working from home, it allowed me to bring my family up and be there for them at school, go and see, you know, sports days and the plays and things that they were doing, so it's really worked well for me. Before that, many years ago, I was in a large corporate industry, travelling up and down the country, so it's a real different industry for me. The community is wonderful. It's a real diverse community. We have a real creative vibe in Lancaster, and it's getting more creative. I've worked in Lancaster most of my life. I have never felt the creative vibe that I feel now, and certainly here in the Covered Yard there's 4 workshops here and all creative artisans. It's wonderful. I love the students, we love them. They bring a whole new vibrancy to the town. They bring the blue sky thinking. That's a real cliche to say, isn't it? But they bring some culture to our city. The products are all handmade, handcrafted. They have been designed by myself. They are customisable, so if you see a product you think, I don't really like that leather, I can add another colour to it, or we can change the straps, we can tweak it. That's what most people come to me for, just that little bit different, a little bit special. Everyone is different because it is handmade. There's no manufactured products here, so they're all different. So if I was going to suggest an improvement for Lancaster, the parking is a real issue and always has been. I feel for us small businesses where people are just going to pop in, it's really, really hard to find parking. Yeah, that would be my biggest problem really.